Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars. Today I'm showing you around a Range Rover Evoque. This is a 2012 model and it's the 2.2 litre 190 horsepower diesel. This is a pure spec which has also got the tech pack, so it's quite complicated. Some of the specs are on these Range Rovers. This one essentially is full leather, manual gearbox, and we've got the big pan roof on it, so it's an eyeful of car, I think. It's clearly been very well loved by its previous owner because, and you are not mistaken, those wheels, maybe the original 18-inch wheels for this car, but they have been colour-coded in metallic blue to match its exterior colour. Quite an unusual choice of colour, but it seems to work. They seem to have pulled it off quite well. And of course, because they are fairly freshly refurbished, these wheels, by the looks of them, they're in immaculate condition. So I'm going to take you around the car, show you some of the attributes that it's got. If you're looking at Range Rover Evoques, you will look at, they cover quite a large span of years for Land Rover. They basically still look the same almost, right up until the latest models, but there are some subtle differences that you need to be aware of. If you're looking at earlier ones like this, they have got the door handles that stick out, conventional door handles. Later models look similar in shape but have flush door handles on them. Now, as nice as those later models look, they have a bit of a thorn in their side as far as I'm concerned, because later models of the Land Rover, well, lots of Land Rovers, powered by a 2 litre diesel engine called the Ingenium. And, well, there's no two ways about it, it's not a good engine, guys. So, in my opinion, earlier models like this with the 2.2 litre diesel, which is actually a Ford-derived unit, are much, much better buys. A much better car, much more reliable. And with 190 horsepower, this thing still chefs. But you haven't got the same worries about timing chains and stuff that you do on the later 2 litres. So, this is a 2.2, this is the one that I would buy, and in my opinion, it's actually one of the most reliable Range Rover products out there. Now, it goes without saying that Range Rover have got one hell of a reputation, and depending on which side of the fence you are on, depends on whether that means it's got a hell of a reputation as the purveyor of the best luxury 4x4s in the world, or has it got a reputation for poor reliability? Well, I've owned many Range Rover models, and my answer is if you buy a well-maintained one and you buy the right model, you can have a really reliable, fantastic car. And they are fantastic to drive. There is no doubt in my mind that there is something very magical about driving a Land Rover Range Rover product. They do have a certain feel about them. They have a certain feel-good factor that you just don't get in any other SUV. So I'm a bit of a fan. But you do need to buy the right one. This 2.2 engine, as I've said, is the one to buy if you're looking at one of the smaller models like a Freelander or an Evoque like this. And well, this particular car's got the service history with it. It's been very well cared for, and it was part exchanged into a main dealer. So I've got a fair idea that despite the fact this car has done 125,000 miles from new, it's been looked after properly. As you can see, we have twin exhausts at the back here. The shape of the car is very distinctive. It's really grown on me, I must be fair, as a sort of look. It is very, very sought after, especially with female customers. They always tend to want an Evoque if they're looking for a Range Rover. But it is a reasonably good sized car. I mean, it's based, believe it or not, on the same platform as the Freelander, which, believe it or not, is based on the same platform as a Ford Focus and a Volvo V50. So it's a medium-sized vehicle, and if you're trying to park it and things like that, it does come into its own because it's a lot more easy to place and park than any other Range Rover product. It's also the only modern Range Rover product that you will get with a manual gearbox. This one is a 6-speed manual. Very good gear change on them. They actually perform very, very well, and of course, again, it's one less thing to worry about. You've got a regular sort of clutch and dual mass flywheel on it, but that's all nice and quiet on this particular car. I've got no worries with problems with automatic transmission. got no worries with timing chains because this particular car, 2.2 diesel with the manual gearbox, has not got any of those problem areas to worry about. But what you do still get is that luxury feel that you get in a Range Rover. Look at this interior. Beautiful leather interior, nicely stitched seats, nice soft leather as well, and as you can hopefully see, a real modern luxury feel to the dash. This is a 2012 car, ladies and gentlemen, but look at the way it is still pretty much, I would say, feeling bang up to date today. And that's the great thing about Land Rover, is they're kind of timeless in a way. If you buy the right one and the right colour combination like this, they do tend to hide their years very, very well. Now, another telltale sign on this car that it has been looked after is the tyres. This has a matching set of Goodyear tyres on it. And obviously that means that person who has owned this car have not just taken a bit of pride in it and made sure it's got matching tyres, they've also bought premium brand tyres, which would have cost a little bit more than your regular tyre. Little things like that always tell me if a car's been looked after properly or not. And this one's got all the telltale signs of a really well cared for car. So we are missing a parcel shelf back here. That should be easy enough to get off eBay though. I've got a electric pump in there, and the original Evans Halshaw bag for the oil. I don't believe though these come with a spare. I think, yeah, just some gunk. But that's modern cars for you, isn't it? Nice big boot though, plenty of space in it, and a 12-volt socket over to the left there. So that's handy if you go camping and stuff like that. You want to hook a fridge up perhaps in the back of the car. Now, it is boiling today, so I think I'll just get inside and start this car up. It is keyless. I've got a key fob in my pocket. So with that doing, I can just put the clutch down, press the start button by here. She'll fire up to life. Turn that fan down a little bit, but I'm keeping the aircon on because I do need cooling down today. It is properly hot. Is there a thermometer in here? There probably is somewhere. Right, so what's this telling me? We're a bit low on fuel. Well, we know that. That's the norm, isn't it? Let's just get rid of all that. 23 degrees at the minute. Considering it's gone 6 o'clock, that's still pretty hot. I do feel sweltering out there. Right, I'm just going to give it a quick rev. Sounds good. No noises from the dual mass flywheel, something that you need to be checking. Overall, this engine is pretty trouble-free, but you need to make sure the cam belt's been changed, and you need to make sure that that dual mass flywheel's not rattling its brains out, because if it is, that's going to cost you £1,000. Here we have the central display for pretty much everything. We've got our media system on here. We've got navigation. Press that button by there for the nav. Yes, I agree. And I should get a nice map. It's quite a nice clear display, that is. It's a little bit laggy compared with the most modern ones, but compared to anything else this age, it's on par. We have got a reversing camera as well. Put that on, like so. Very, very clear display for the camera. It's a very bright day today, so it probably doesn't show up as well on here as it should. And also, I do believe we have got parking sensors as well to back that camera up, so that's always a good thing. It has got the upgraded Meridian sound system, this car has as well. Can't really put that on now because of licensing laws and stuff, but you can take my word for the fact it does sound fantastic. And then we got this really nice leather bound steering wheel, which has got all the controls on the right hand side here for our cruise control, left hand side there for our phone system, and then we've got hi-fi system and the multifunction computer on the right there. So you have got a screen to the center of those dials as well. It's quite a basic display, but it does tell you everything that you need to know on it. If you've ever had a Ford Mondeo, it will probably look familiar because it is very, very similar to the one that you had in the Mondeo and the later Focuses. So a little bit of its Ford roots coming through there, but that's not a bad thing because Ford switchgear always worked really well, always did the job you needed it to, and well, I think it looks good anyway. Now, more importantly, we have got the special programs by here. We've got the Land Rover special program system on this car. So we have got road, snow, forestry and sand mode for our four-wheel drive system. So don't go thinking this car's just a pretty face. It can go off-road. It has got the same multifunction system here for its clever four-wheel drive system, as you would get in some of the bigger Range Rovers. It's also got the luxuries as well. It's got heated seats. Definitely don't need them today though. And you will be pleased to know, or I certainly am, that the aircon is blowing absolutely ice cold. Another thing that inherited from Ford is the front heated windscreen as well. There's a button by here for that. So that's very, very handy in the winter. It does mean that this is a very, very practical car. It's an absolute joy to use. And I love the fact it's got this big glass roof. Although, if I do want to have a bit of more of a snug feel, I can press that.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's talking to me. Sorry. I've pressed a button. Cancel.
Sorry.
Cancel.
Phone.
No. Cancel. Thank you very much. We seem to be having a bit of an argument, me in the car there. So yeah, we've got a, we can cover the roof up like that. It looks, you know, nice as well. It's very clean and tidy, but I do like it when that's back. It's a really nice feature of this car, and why not show it off at its best? So yeah, overall, really cool car. This particular example is obviously very, very nice because the colour combination, the dark blue with this two-tone dark and then cream coloured interior with the matching leather seats, it does look a little bit special. And the fact that they've done the wheels and things like that, it just goes to show that whoever's had this car has clearly really, really loved it. If those wheels are not to your taste, well, that doesn't matter. We can get them refurbished again for an extra couple of £100. It's not a problem. But someone's obviously taken a lot of pride in this car, and I think they look pretty funky, to be honest with you. At first I thought they were grey. It's only when I got closer that I realised they're actually colour coded to the actual car. Very cool indeed. LED lights. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? It sounds nice as well. It does have a, for a diesel at least, sounds reassuringly non-clattery, and there's no rattles or bumps on it when I've been driving it round. Hard to believe, isn't it, that this is 13 years old. It's really a really clean example. 125,000 miles, but find another one in this condition. I don't think you will. There's a nice L405 Range Rover just gone in, but it says that it's clicking on its CV boots as it went around the corner there, so you'll find the Evoque doesn't do that. Seriously, if you're into Range Rovers, if you want one but you've always been a bit scared about the running costs and that sort of thing, this car does 45 to the gallon. It's I think about £200 a year just over to tax, and they're pretty trouble free. So if you're looking for a Range Rover but you don't want to be tied up in huge running costs, this is the one to go for. And make sure you go for an earlier car with the 2.2 litre. This is the SD4 engine, 190 horsepower. It's everything you could want from one of these cars. It's got the poke there if you need it. There are a lower power option as well of this engine, but this is the more powerful variant, the SD4. This is the one that I would go for every single time if you're looking for one of these. So, well, thanks for watching our channel. I hope it's been of interest to you. I hope this car might be of interest to you. If it has, give me a call. 07932 873 646 is my number. But regardless, why not just hit that subscribe button anyway? You've come this far. Hopefully you'll like some more of our reviews and car goings on that we have on our channel. If you hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications, you'll be kept informed of everything we got going on and everything we got coming in. And thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Have a great day wherever you are. I'll give you my number one more time just in case this car's of particular interest to you. 07932 873 646. That's my number. Have a great day wherever you are. I'm going to get back in the nice cold aircon now. Bye for now.